Here we go. Oh, what 8 hours earlier? Watson!
Oh, I do apologize. Am I disturbing you?
No, please. Do come in, Mrs.
My name is Miss Alice de Bouvier. I'm Mr. Holmes' new neighbor.
Oh, I didn't have the pleasure to... I am Dr. John Watson. Could we provide you with any assistance?
She is not the concern, Watson.
I'm... Then, what is this about?
That child standing sniffling behind her. Get rid of him, Watson.
But he is shivering with cold. And he is upset. What happened to him?
Little Tom knocked at the wrong door.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, boy, come in. Warm yourself by the fire. Can I offer you a cup of tea, Miss de Bouvier?
Well,
It is not as though we are disturbing you-know-who. Are we?
I suppose not.
Since you are our new neighbor, it is perhaps better that you know what he's like.
You're starting to worry me.
Well, Mr. Holmes is relapsing. This illness that he has seizes him when he finds himself with nothing to do. He becomes completely asocial. And alas, this is a very difficult, medically incurable case. Now, this must stay between us.
Of course, I understand. How very sad.
But there is a cure, if only a temporary one. A thrilling inquiry. Most certainly. If he refuses this one, then his condition will worsen.
Oh, I am still here, you know. I didn't fall out of the window. Very well, then.
Thank you, miss.
Time on this. Okay. Okay. Back up. Information? No, injured. Oh, whoops. I do. Imprecise cartel, just multiple patches newly applied from targets are concerned with well-being. Pale skin indication he suffered from malnutrition. He looks sad, red-eyed, and he has been briefing very recently. Why is the imprecise character portrait? Got it again. Not recent. Maybe. Oh, I can't change it, can I? Crap. You read map. Character and weapon. Alright, ask me questions.
Now tell me, boy, what brings you here?
It's my father, sir. He's missing. I don't know what to do.
Information.
What's his name?
George Hurst, sir.
Missing, eh? And what do the police say?
The police, they don't believe me. They say he's just abandoned me. But that's a lie.
And when was the last time you saw him?
3 weeks ago. He left for a new job. But this time, he was acting a bit strange and angry.
Strange? In what way?
He said to me, "Son, I'm out on a special job. Don't you dare move from here." I think something went wrong.
3 weeks? That's a long time.
Well, every day I thought he would show up. And anyway, I can look after myself. What do you mean, sir?
Nothing. I was digressing. Very well.
I'm not good at
Your
this.
address, please, Tom.
12 Dorset Street. The first floor, door E. It's in Whitechapel, sir. But I ain't got no money to pay.
Who asked for money, Tom? Your case seems to be the very medicine I need. I'll meet you there shortly.
Oh, thank you, sir.
The game is afoot, and I'm doing some of the hardest difficulty with no help. Oh, this is gonna be spectacularly. Who's gonna end? Well, big failure.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
No.
My archive. I can always
Oh boy. Here's that. Tom's father's floor, Hearst Hovel. Watch it. Oh boy. Reading a map. For many years. As from told family, but it's clear that he is much like his parents have all done all they can to care for him. Okay.
A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful.
I doubt it. Yeah.
Brave Toby. Best nose in the British Empire.
This place are extracting the same
We need to help Tom find his father, Holmes.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, exactly.
Watson documents our adventures in here.
Okay, time to go.
These streets are too narrow for the cab. I'll have to walk. Whitechapel High Street. North Street.
Yeah. What is he like? Dorset.
North Street.
This is Dorset Street. Yeah. So he must remember. Maybe so. Dorset Street.
Dorset Street.
14. Seems like a pretty simple move there. He's one. Yep, make a move. Make a move. Or are you waiting? Okay. Cool. Oh, here we go. 12. Observe the outside real quick. Wait. Okay, that's awesome. What is that noise? Well. Let's see, what one was it? Room E. Correct, and they'll be upstairs then. It's the only door I can interact with too, so. What the? How did you get here?
'Tis our home, Mr. Holmes.
I can see that, kid. Something in the pocket. Piece of paper.
The old Tabard pub, North Street. Glue. Probably taken from a wall.
Minor clue, but still probably
The
important.
roof leaks all the time. Father used to fix it.
George Hurst's work was varied. He was evidently a hard-working and valuable hand. Old clothes, soiled and worn.
It can't possibly be the only clue.
My mother, sir. She died when I was very young. My father told me what she was like, but that's all I have.
I'm sorry, Tom. My mother left me when I was very young, too.
That's where Holmes would be. Say something like that. Usually they portray him as kind of rude.
Hurst covered his bills ahead of time, thus providing Tom with security and sustenance.
Book used up, bed frame broken.
A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hurst was providing his son with the best education that he could afford.
Father bought all those books for me. He didn't tell me, but I know that he pawned his coat for them.
Tom probably reads at night. Tom probably reads at night.
Yeah, I got that. Strange magazine.
So that's why you came to see me.
We use it for investigating, okay? Can't observe this paper's there.
Tom probably reads at night.
Yeah, there's a box of matches right
Tom
there.
probably reads at night. Tom.
Okay, you know what? Come back to that in a minute. Oh, there we go.
Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks since George Hurst's disappearance.
Why is that doing, Mr. Holmes?
Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup. A clever concoction for somebody with apparently no culinary skills.
Okay, nothing else to look at. Talk to the kid.
Please, sir, find my father.
There's something. What about this? So I can't do anything with the candle. It just keeps.
Tom probably reads at night.
No. Okay. North Street. Okay, so I guess I'm heading for North Street. Old Tabard Pub. Alright, I'll come back to that later. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, didn't see this.
It's too dark. I can't see anything.
Da, 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 da. Now I can put the candle. There we go.
Just some old things.
Around and over here.
A leather satchel, what's in it?
Liars seduce about it. Okay, let's open it. Letter to George. Hello there, George. I know it's difficult for you to find a job. You need a feed and clothes, so I've attached this to this letter a pub leaflet. I've heard that there is a fellow there who is offering a special job. Maybe I'll help you. I hope so. Good luck. One more letter just for that leaflet? No, the second one for that just said...
The old Tabard pub? Did you hear anything about it from your father, Tom?
My father's a regular, but he's not a drinker, sir. It's close by on North Street. Please, sir, find my father.
There you go. Well, that's what we're gonna do here. Head to the pub then. Wonder. Oi, Rita. Okay, so it's on North Street and I can't go that way. Uh-oh.
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Well, if it isn't young Wiggins. And I see you found
Wiggins.
yourself a job.
If you can call it that. I hate it. But if you've got any proper work for me...
I just might be in need of your assistance later. Wait here.
Is that the place? Wait, old Tabard Pub? Okay, let's check on Wiggins.
At your service, Mr. Holmes. At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Alright. To the tavern? To a pub, I should say.
I need to earwig to find out who is offering this special job.
Dump the bosses off your backs.
No gods, no masters.
Equality for the working class.
I'm glad I'm my own boss. I can complain only to myself. Or to Watson.
The man who's offering that special job has a proper set of mutton chop whiskers.
Chop whiskers, huh?
There's no one to eavesdrop on them.
The child labour law sent your kids to school instead of the coal mine.
Oh, so I didn't finish playing.
No. That fellow who's offering the special jobs, he never drinks alcohol.
So, the man I'm looking for has whiskers and never drinks alcohol.
That's all right here. What's here?
This must be the man that I'm looking for.
Hmm. 30 minutes later. Wow. And he just randomly has a hat now. Okay.
Interesting. A missing person. I should find out more.
Let's see. Start of October, Mr. John Stowbridge. Went missing from Dorset Street under mysterious circumstances. If you have any information, please contact Mrs. Stowbridge. Oh, excuse me. At 5 Dorset Street. Thank you very much for any information. Wiggins.
You see that gentleman? I need you to follow him and report back to me.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
Okay. We're on their Wiggins.
Whitechapel never changes. Dirt and beggars everywhere.
I couldn't pay the rent last week.
Oh.
Pumpkin, cabbage, cheap.
Waiting.
They won't let me pass. I'll need to find another way.
Oh boy.
Dogs.
I can't even remember. Living costs are too much these days. My son has to work down the sewers. He's only 7.
stop crying and get to work. Take a brush and get in there.
I'll be able to continue the chase if I climb up the chimney, but it's dangerous.
Stupid kid. Go on then.
He's still here, that's a relief.
Ooh, that's close. Assassin's Creed. Oh. Who left? Oh no. Okay. If I can't follow. Leggings will do for us. Let's get this part. Nah. Nailed it. Oh, jeez. Oh no. Serious.
Where did he come from?
Okay.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning?
It's not good. Hey, look, we're trying to fish.
Oi, what are you doing in my garden?
Look at that crawling rat.
1 second. Just gonna turn these off real quick. And notifications off. Hopefully not see me.
shoe-shine Jim from Chambers Street. He's mute because his drunk stepfather beat him.
Okay.
Hey, Jim. Can you lend me your kit? I'm on a secret mission for Mr. Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
Hurry up. This could be useful.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Mm-hmm. I actually don't know how to shine shoes. Oh, no. That's close.
He's talking with a cabbie. I need to get closer.
Going around.
Alas, the weather's good. Last week was freezing.
I'm praying it doesn't get cold again. I've no money for coal.
I can't lose him now.
Oh, first.
Interesting. What's going on in the yard?
Well, I think there's a front gate there. He's suspicious. Let's see if I can find a way around. Oh, wow.
Bags of food. I like this house. Do only 2 people live here? I wish one was me. It's too dangerous to enter.
No.
I can't see what's inside. I can't see what's inside.
Where's the sleep?
I can't see what's inside.
Where is it?
Ah, a coat of arms. It might help Mr. Holmes. I'll make a drawing of it. Wow, a lot of expensive stuff. Time to report to Mr. Holmes. Let's get outside before I get caught.
Sure, what about the door?
It's too dangerous to enter.
Okay. That's what. Nice.
Wigan's tale was quite unusual. What do you make of what he found, Holmes?
Wiggins did a good job. Brave Toby, best nose in the British Empire.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
Okay. Technology, history, history. Newspapers, maybe? The first thing, guess we can do history, we'll find out.
That's not the one I need. That's not... That's... That's...
Okay.
That's not the... That's not... That...
Okay. Why not that? Piper is the future. Okay, newspaper.
That's not the one I need.
Why did I do that?
That's not the one I need. 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 That's not...
What was it?
That's not the one. That's not the one I need. That's not the... That's not the one. That's not the one I need. That's... That's...
really? Okay. Sorry, wasting everybody's time. Well, here's coat of arms of the Marsh family. Nowadays, representative of this family is still Edward Marsh, the well-known benefactor. Provides the people of Whitechapel with provisions, warm clothes, etc.
Here it is. So this man could be Lord Marsh. Huh. A lord who hangs around in a public house. Let's pay a visit to Lord Marsh. We'll pretend that we're interested in his charitable activities.
So in disguise? Or just, face to face?
Mr. Holmes?
Oh no.
You have a visitor.
Oh, just ask him to wait.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. This young lady refuses to wait for anything.
What?
Father!
Caitlin!
Miss Caitlin's boarding school was flooded. Everyone was sent home.
As if it could smell any mustier.
My word, how is it possible that you have grown up so fast?
You'll be staying. Wherever will we put you?
Holmes, I'll give her my room, of course.
What do you have to say, Kate?
You're on a new case. A respectable lady who's being blackmailed? Or is it a love story between a prince and a suffragist?
However did you guess?
You will tell me, won't you, Father?
Only if our lives are in danger.
All right, then. Have fun. I'll go and unpack. Will you help me, Mrs. Hudson?
It's wonderful to have Kate home.
No deductions yet.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Go, Mr. Holmes. I'll take care of everything.
Okay. Have it. Sky time. This guy coming up and knocking on my doors. Circuit training from London Street or social commentators are unable to provide any information other than increasing economic growth and desire. Or to help build a successful industrial country without any doubt, we should soon expand and improve quality of life. Expected to improve quality of life in the city of London. So, the measure now to co-founder of special education program which allows poor people the opportunity of education. Lord Marsh resides at 3 Mainsbury Road, London. And if I can tell, go do like 2 more portrait deaths. Still in the controls here. Okay. Marsh House. Practical motherhood? Okay, what? Okay, Holmes. We're putting aside.
Holmes, about Caitlin.
Yes?
She has grown up, hasn't she? Don't you think it's time to tell her?
To tell her what, Watson?
Well, about her father.
Never. Absolutely never. Do you hear me?
Holmes, you were responsible for the death of her father. You owe her the truth. She is old enough now.
I would lose her. Can't you see that? She must never know, Watson. Is that clear?
Holmes.
It won't and can't happen.
He's a different kind of Holmes.
Let's get inside.
Come in, please.
Oh, I got my stuff.
Good day, gentlemen. Welcome to my home. How may I help you?
Good day to you, Lord Marsh. My name is Sherlock Holmes,
where
and
the
this is
heck
my
is he?
friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Alright, say who he is. And scanning. Feels on the line, I assume. Yeah. Okay. He is ill. I missed something. Crap. What? Look at me, a few seconds. My plan is more difficulty. My position side indicates expensive clothes and my rings. Saves life, helping the poor. Not much of a very competent physician, well-educated manner, and member of a hunting club is supposed to indicate he is financially wealthy. Obviously. Now it's face. So I just filled me. Oh, whatever I missed. Why is it going down here? Just a painting, I guess. Of the book. Don't think I missed anything. Alright. Two different things? No, that's one whole thing. Alright, so I got that. Oh, wait, what was that? Okay, this was nothing. Is this share? No, okay.
I hope we're not disturbing you. You are with your physician?
Yes, this is Dr. Reuben Fisher. But no, please, I'm intrigued by your visit, Mr. Holmes.
I'm glad to hear it. The last thing I'd wish is to upset the patient. Lord Marsh, can I just say that I admire all of your efforts in assisting the poor of London?
Yes. It is a war that we must fight, on our streets and now, too, from my home. You must surely have noticed those bags full of items, clothing and books for the unfortunate.
That is inspirational. At my own humble level, I too try my best to support those in need. I thought perhaps that I could be of some assistance.
I don't see why not. I already have the valuable assistance of Dr. Fisher, who happens to be my personal physician.
Forgive me, Lord Marsh. You're looking very pale. Might I offer Dr. Watson's assistance?
That is kind of you, but I feel confident that I can provide Lord Marsh with the care that he requires.
How long have you been like this, my lord?
I'm fine, Dr. Watson. Don't fuss. It's only influenza. I'll be better in a few days. I can feel it already.
In that case, why are you taking such powerful painkillers?
Excuse me, what do you mean?
Mr. Holmes is referring to the pills on your table.
I'm sorry, but that's a medical confidentiality.
It's curious. Your face seems familiar to me, Doctor. Oddly, I'm associating it with Whitechapel?
Well done. You are right. I do occasionally frequent a few hostelries over there, would you believe it? Not that I am a drinker. But there, dressed as a working man, I can approach the other fellows to see if they might be interested in a special job.
A special job? May I ask what you're referring to?
Certainly. Since Lord Marsh began his special education program in 1889, he foresaw that such people would need an occupation of some kind. And so, with or without education, we propose these opportunities to work with Lord Marsh. It offers the less fortunate a chance to help make London a better place.
That's remarkable.
Yes, indeed. In order to truly see, one requires vision, yes? But also insight. And Lord Marsh has believed this since he was a child.
Oh, Dr. Fisher makes it all sound so romantic. Let's close this topic.
A provision dealing with the paupers of Whitechapel. Lord Marsh even helps hospitals. Lord Marsh, hunting with his friends.
Ah, my dear comrades, Lord Collins and Lord Harrington. If it wasn't for this godforsaken English malady, I'd be with those rapscallions right now.
All in due time, my lord.
Last year, 3 orphans were put through medical college.
Oh.
Thanks to Lord Marsh and the special education program, a great many poor people will have a second chance in life.
March here is the list of select participants for the special education program in October. It looks like a fair promising event. I'm looking forward to it.
John Strobridge. I've seen this name before. It was on a missing persons poster.
Hmm.
I can't quite work it out. Do you have any idea as to the number of people who might owe you their lives?
Oh, don't embarrass me, Mr. Holmes. But indeed, these people have become like a family to me.
That would be a fairly large family, I imagine.
Yes, the list would be longer than any of your short stories. As for how large, well, Fisher is the one who keeps record.
Might we take a glance at the list?
I regret that is impossible. It is confidential. I stand firm upon that point, Mr. Holmes.
I quite understand. We'll most certainly send a donation towards your educational program. I shall take my leave then. I thank you both, and I wish you all the very best, gentlemen.
Likewise, Mr. Holmes.
Not connected. Connection. So I didn't do anything, did I? Okay. Ready. Draw pictures for the crime by forming your deduction but in combination with clues, track down the guilty party. Huh. Okay. Okay, so those two clues actually are connected. Just none of these are actually connected. Okay.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all the...
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
It appears that Lord Marsh spent a great deal of his money on aiding the poor. I've never seen so many provisions for the poor, and certainly not in a lord's house. Humanitarian aid for an orphanage. Aid for the paupers of Lambeth Workhouse. It's extremely honourable to devote one's whole life to assisting the poor. Locked. Bags full of food. It's closed. It's shut tight.
Well, then I'll be on my way to the back.
Locked.
Locked. I think I learned all I can here. I feel like I just mentioned those as apparently just and the doctor is really shitty. He did it. Murdered it. I'll have to change for it. It's good turning. Go ahead. Oh. Okay.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. Kate wouldn't like it if I entered her room without her knowledge. A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
Yeah.
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire. My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
Go talk to Tom, I guess. Talk to me, Tom.
Mr. Holmes, do you have any news about my father?
Tom, not so fast. I wanted to ask you if you remember your father mentioning anything about a special education program.
An education program? No, he only talked about a special job.
What's this box, Tom?
Oh, yeah. I just found it, Mr. Holmes. It was ever so well hidden. I've no idea why.
Well done, my boy. It could prove very helpful.
Yeah, I've got to go visit Mrs. Stockwell. I don't remember her name now. Key.
This oil can also be used on weapons. A ramrod to clean a rifle.
What? Oh. The hunting.
Wolfjack. Looks like a military badge. Tom, does your father own a rifle?
A rifle? No. If he had, he would have shown it me.
I'm sure that he wouldn't have shown it you. I need to find this rifle.
Missing poster. Missing Ocean Street at 5 Dorset Street. I'm on Dorset Street now. 12, 13, 14. We're on down North Street. Yeah, so we need to go this way. Oh, look. Dorset Street. Oh, open door. Guess somebody's home. Dorset Street. Number. That door.
Dorset Street.
I feel like I'm missing. Just 10, 14. Where's stuff? 14. 14.
Whitechapel never changes. Dirt and beggars everywhere.
Whitechapel High Street.
I couldn't pay my rent last week.
Pumpkin, cabbage, cheap.
Okay, well, no. Like going over the key to do, right? But it's not. Oh, they're not on Dorset Street anymore. Let's go to this mode here. Yeah, I have to do that. I really want to go with Laura. Anyway. Dorset Street, yeah. That's Dorset Street. So, this one. There's her place. Where's the gun at, I wonder? Kill.
Please, sir, find my father.
Oh, there's anything there. I'll go to Baker Street. I'll let the find it into the house right now. Where the gate did I get it?
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Badges. There we go. The Wolfjack is a half-wolf, half-jaguar used by the Lovett Scouts as a self-descriptive nickname. The Lovett Scouts, the former British Army's first marksman unit.
Here it is.
Okay. Any clue? Uh-huh. Nope. Guess not connected to anything.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Okay, I'm guessing I need to go back to
my analysis table. It's useful for my work. I won't disturb Lord Marsh without a reason.
Okay. Back to the hut then, I guess.
Dump the bosses off your backs. Bosses beware.
I hope you'll find my father soon.
I am lost right now, guys. I don't know where to go. Children's Street. Flash view will be open.
Just leave the post on the doorstep. Just leave the post on the doorstep.
No.
There's nobody at home.
I'm not expecting anyone.
I don't open the door to strangers. I don't open the door to strangers.
To school instead of a coal mine.
There's nobody at home.
Sorry, I'm working. I can't open the door.
Dorset Street.
I have no clue. Oh, I missed something. Not interesting, I guess. What am I missing?
A ramrod to clean a rifle.
What am I not seeing?
This oil can also be used on weapons.
Obviously. Why is it telling me to do that? Wait a minute.
This scrap of cloth was used to oil a firearm.
Hmm.
Tom, does your father have any other property?
No. Well, at least I don't think so.
I have to take Toby.
Back to the district. Alright.
Come on, Toby. It's time for you to earn your keep. Watson?
I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health.
Kate wouldn't like it if I entered.
I prefer to visit.
Search, Toby, search.
Magic mind powers. After Toby. Open doors. I'll find a news report.
Brave Toby, best nose in the British Empire.
Is he real ominous?
People use this cellar for storage. Nothing that could interest me. Pile of rubbish. It's not here. It's not here.
It's not there.
Ordinary. Old things. Just rubbish.
Original lost, or is it? What the?
Tom's photograph. Let's try to get inside.
Oh boy. Use your quick look to lift the locking block plates and create an unobstructed path to the warden pin. Oh, simple. Oh, I saw they're all different links.
A map of Epping Forest.
My friend, dear George, I do understand, and so sad seeing as you, I can't find a job, not even the smallest thing. My children have nothing to eat. When I try to find anything, the bosses just say that they don't want wounded people working for them. Our military service means nothing. Our country used us in the war, but now it has abandoned us. Nobody cares. Your friend Jack. Order by Her Majesty, by Her Royal Majesty Queen Victoria of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, I, Patrick Russell Burnham, Major of the British Army, declare the country extends its gratitude to George Hurst, an honorable soldier of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, for his valiant military service. British Army hereby awards him with the Distinguished Combat Medal and retires him due to injury sustained while on in-duty. Major Frederick Russell Martin. Bullets.
This case must have been full of cartridges. Let's compare this list with the evidence that we found earlier. This is the list of selected participants for October's special education program. According to this poster, John Strobridge is missing. Let's compare them with people from Hearst documents.
Tanner, Thomas Kelly. Oh, I can turn for different pages. Thatcher.
This man appears in both documents.
Okay, this game on.
All the people in Marsh's document are marked and dated in George Hearst's files. News clippings on Lords in the education program. Why are they here?
Lord Marston's association with his friends, Lord Harrington. Lord Collins is the co-founder of the special education program and assisting the poor to build better lives and more certain futures. These three gentlemen supply surely help lift the level of our struggling society. Dear child, for reading this letter, then it means I'm dead. So sorry that things had to end up this way, but I had no other choice. You have to know that you're a very smart boy. I am so proud of you. I hope one day you'll understand and you'll forgive me, son. I love you so much. Don't despair. Try to be happy for you. You're about to be a man someday, and sooner than you think, you won't be alone. Me and Mum will be looking over you from heaven. You're looking further. You're looking further.
Just a moment.
Toby the dog from 221 minutes ago to Hearst's house. I know George hid my rifle. I did find a rifle. I found some other stuff, but I did not find that rifle.
There was something on the stand. There was something on the stand. There was a rifle here. George Hearst took it with him.
Rifle with him. George had belonged to the Lotted Scout. It's marksman unit, so he's excellent marksman. Sneak into Lord Marsh's house and encourages some information about the special education program. Okay. Missing coppers list. All participants in the expert from the special education program that could be missing. Nope. 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 Aha. Interesting. George Hurst was interested in the official education program, but nothing more. George Hurst collected information about the poppers and more was involved in the special education program. Regular highs, logical conflict between deductions. Okay. Mr. Hurst knew. George Hurst knew about knew about some of the people who had gone missing from the special education program. That is true. George Hurst knew that he stood no chance of returning from his special job, therefore he wrote a farewell letter to Tom. George Hurst wrote a farewell letter but didn't give it to Tom. There's a chance he's still alive. Let's put a last chance just in case. Now I got left the quarterback club as a clue. Yeah, clues to put together from there. Alright, so I'm going to Lord Marsh's house. Come to me, the game is afoot.
Break.
Holmes, what are you doing here? What are you planning?
A mission of my own. You must play the role of the conscientious doctor while I sneak inside Marsh's house. That's the only way of helping little Tom.
I should have gone by the Baker Street and words guys. Well, I think that word guys when I first came here, so... Get inside the back door. The window's not open. That window's open, so let's go over there. Let's try that. Nope.
The window is firmly shut.
It is firmly shut. Okay, so... Yeah, little one.
There's no space for this lockpick.
How can I help you?
I came to visit Lord Marsh.
What for?
I would very much like to see Lord Marsh, if you please.
Oh, you're so clumsy. Can you please not...
I have to visit Lord Marsh and offer him my services.
Fisher, please, allow Dr. Watson to enter.
Good job, Watson.
Lord Marsh is a keen hunter.
That's it. Okay, there it is.
I can hide here.
Okay. Dear Lord Mars, thanks to the special education program, my life has been completely changed. Just changed completely. Didn't know to thank you, so I picked you this flower. Thank you. Alright. Burp. Burp. Tuesday, by my estimation, special education program has saved over 200 individuals from the gutter, allowing them to help form and support the critical foundations of the prosperous empire. Sorry, thanks to the wisdom and foresight of Lord Marsh, who is most prestigious and wise politician, he's carried out a great deal of work in this field, whilst ignoring the critics and Indian hindrance from his urban colleagues who are so set in their ways. Dear Lord Holmes, it is clear to me that we could learn a great many things about running the empire from those whom we trample underfoot. These same people from we leave destitute and starving in the shadows of our own cities, at home or abroad with Marsh.
Let's see how hard to crack this safe is.
Doctor, it appears that you were impatient to pay me another visit.
Indeed. Will you allow me to examine you? A second opinion, so that the great Lord Marsh does not become the late Lord Marsh.
Well, since you put it that way, very well.
Shall I retire to your office, Lord Marsh?
No, please, Doctor. I insist that you stay. I shall need your assistance.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Save dial, look at your clear sound feedback to confirm correct combination. Okay, I have to move this thing. All these poppers have seemed to They seem to me such a breath of fresh air communicating with them is such a pleasure that they are so smart, not like us. Perhaps it is they who should have been lords, and we, the simple commoners, lord current.
November 7th. This means that the meeting is planned for today.
Dear Lord Marsh, November 7th, our meeting starts at Gruston's Oak. I have attached a map to this letter so you may find place easily, Lord Cullen. Well, I think, yep. Oh, take it over here.
I'd suggest that your current weakness is perhaps more than a simple case of influenza, Lord Marsh.
Where might your companion be, Dr. Watson?
Oh, he's busy poking his nose into other people's business, I'm sure.
My lord, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I must remind you about your meeting.
Is it already time? My apologies, Dr. Watson, but we are expected elsewhere. Might we offer you a lift?
You are going out? I'm not sure that's wise in your condition.
I value your opinion, but misery never rests, and I am needed.
Well, do please take good care of yourself, Lord Marsh. I'll send you my diagnosis, Dr. Fisher.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. Farewell.
Lord Marsh trained our skilled and experienced hunters. That's all I got. We're heading back to Baker Street.
Kate wouldn't like it if I entered her room without her knowledge. Watson, what are you doing at my table?
I just need to check one thing about Lord Marsh. My intuition tells me that Lord Marsh is hiding something about his disease. His cough, in addition to his fever and his usage of strong painkillers, leads me to believe that he is seriously ill. Let's study it more closely. Sputum with tiny drops of blood. I could take a sample and examine it under the microscope. Let us apply chemicals to color the sample. This chemical should be applied third. Now, let's examine the colored sample under the microscope. mycobacterium. It appears that Lord Marsh is seriously ill. Holmes, this is no longer a laughing matter. It is just as I feared. Lord Marsh is suffering from tuberculosis.
You don't say.
Yes, I do say. And Holmes, he will die if he is not transferred to a sanatorium as soon as possible.
And yet both Lord Marsh and Dr. Fisher are doing their best to hide this fact. How interesting.
But why?
Why indeed, Watson?
Oh, dear God. You don't think that Lord Marsh contracted tuberculosis while aiding the poor? How terrible. I have a commitment that I can't possibly cancel. Holmes, during my absence, please be extremely careful. This disease is highly contagious. And remember that we have women at home.
Thank you, Miss Alice. Until later.
I'll see you soon, Caitlin.
Where have you been?
Our neighbour lent me a book. She is so kind. I think she likes you.
I doubt that.
How is your investigation going?
It's going. Dracula?
Yes, it's forbidden reading at my boarding school. Did you know?
Well, well. Well, well. Sweet slumber after a hard-working day. On my pillow.
I can't wait to tell all my friends about this.
What's that? So cool. Okay, so we're gonna need that fragment. So I'll just pick this part date. Martial arts, boxing, waterfall. Keep fighting system. Huh. For
That's not the one I need.
Oh. It's everything. So there's a strange, mysterious tree that grows in Epping Forest. The origin of its name is unconfirmed, although there are many legends and fables connected with it. Some people say that over centuries, witches perform their ceremonies near this tree. Church have assured that whoever today touches a trunk or grows will be cursed for all time.
Here it is. Cranston's Oak is in Epping Forest. That's the place indicated on George Hurst's map.
Indeed. Any protections from that? Nope.
This is so romantic.
I can't go anywhere. Okay, so.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Oh, right. Derp.
Let's try to find the place from the hand-drawn map.
Okay. Alright, look at it. No. Reach across. No, that's not it. Okay, it came. Right.
Here it is. Drat. I'll need to hurry if I want to find out what's going on at the forest.
Father, that boy Wiggins, does he come here very often?
He helps occasionally in some of my cases. Why do you ask?
I'd like to talk to him.
Talk to him?
Father, back at school there are only girls to talk to, and they are so boring. I'm sure Wiggins has lots of exciting stories to tell about his life in London. It would be so romantic.
Caitlin, you know that Wiggins hasn't had the most fortunate life.
That only makes him more interesting.
Oh, Kate.
I'll leave you alone now.
George Harrison knew about the meeting between the Lords Marsh and his companions that took place in Epping Forest. Lord Marsh's companions entered the forest as indicated on George Harrison's maps to hold a meeting. To the forest. They're hunting people.
Let's see how long you can stay alive.
Okay.
Let's see how long you can stay alive.
Ow. Seriously? Okay.
Let's see how long you can stay alive.
Okay. Oh, my headphones are being absolute crap right now.
You won't get far.
So one second. I can't take cover on that spot.
Let's see how long you can stay alive.
After that was not the easier path.
Let's see how long you can stay alive.
I ran into that one. Are you serious?
You're a clumsy one, aren't you? You won't get far.
Okay.
I saw something
Oh.
Oh, dead.
Is it worth checking out?
See how long you can stay alive.
If you like mystery games, probably. I haven't really seen any. This is basically the first piece of action that's really happening right now. So far, it's been mostly puzzle searching, and I'm playing the hardest difficulty right now.
Where is he?
I was behind cover there. And that's one spot. Take cover. Living cover. So far, I feel like it's
Little rabbit, run!
definitely challenging. When it comes to finding clues anyway, like when you're observing people, you got like a time limit. Well, it's not hard difficulty, I don't know about these, but easier one.
Here you are! Is that your blood in the snow?
Yep, trap now. Turn it off.
Run, little rabbit, run!
Oh, come on!
Where have you gone? Where is he? Where is he?
Get run, get run, get run, run. Oh, no! Dang it. Let's start the entire thing over again.
Let's see how long you can stay alive!
This Mega Man so much.
Run, little rabbit, run! Here you are! Where have you gone? Is that your blood in the snow? Where have you gone?
Oh no. Ah! And run. Run, run, run.
Where is he?
This man was killed recently. The body is still warm. He was poor.
Find him, boys! Find him!
I saw something.
Hungry today! I like to call this the Walk of Despair! Where is he? You won't get far! You don't stand a chance! Where is he? I'm following your tracks!
Are you serious?
You won't get far!
My God, it's Lord Harrington's body. He was killed by a shot to the forehead. My health is deteriorating. I need to dress my wound.
Convenient.
The Quartermain Club. This must be Lord Marsh's cabin.
This will help to dress my wound. Someone's coming, I better hide.
Breathe, Lord Marsh. It's almost over.
Who are you?
George Hurst from the 1st Lovett Scouts, here to deliver justice.
An old soldier. How ironic. Did we refuse you on our special education program?
It's true, I was refused. An old wounded soldier is useless to you, but he can still be dangerous.
Yes,
We
George,
hunted a lot in these woods,
definitely say
but
it's
I
worth
didn't
checking
expect
out.
to become the prey. I have lived a grand life without any limits set by others. I will die a happy man, so you won't see me begging you, festering wretch.
Prepare to meet your maker.
The paupers and the lords involved in special education program. Arts of the board, campaign, Oh no, 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 no. I wonder what happens. Okay, let's see what the options are right here. Personal motive and Mr. Hurst Hunt. Mr. Hurst is a psychopath. So Centauri can't be responsible for his crimes that he's unseen. No, I don't think that's it. That's my choice. At least that's what all evidence seems to lead to that.
George, lower your rifle, please, for Tom's sake.
Holmes! My, a worthy opponent.
Tom? My Tom? If you've endangered my lad in any way, you will pay dearly.
I assure you that Tom is safe in London with a well-trusted friend. And now it's time to end this.
By all means.
George, listen to me. If you're seeking an apt punishment and vengeance, killing Marsh will give him exactly what he wants. He would die knowing that he had fulfilled his life through his absolute control of it. But if you allow Marsh to live and be arrested, he will suffer a punishment far greater than you or I could deliver. His ball and chain will be the debilitating tuberculosis. It will drag him painfully and slowly to his demise behind bars.
You're mad! You're both mad!
Let's go and find Tom.
Not just yet. See, Lord Marsh, you will die here, although not by the gun. You'll die slowly.
Don't do this, George.
Detective, take a look here.
This is how you became sick, Lord Marsh. The beheading of your victims who were suffering from tuberculosis was what infected you. Poetic justice.
Holmes, you cannot fully understand why we helped so many and sacrificed a few. But don't let me die like this. Just kill me now.
Mr. Hurst, you have already served brutal justice to Lord Harrington and I hope Lord Collins and Dr. Fisher. Taking that into consideration, you may as well kill Lord Marsh and end the Quartermain Club completely. No loose ends.
Okay. Lord Marsh, the culprit killer, does not value people. As people, he believes that he has the right to choose who will live and who will die. He deserves his fate. Well, guys, if there's anybody still watching, what do you think I should do? Do you agree with my choice? I will wait for your answer. There's like a 30-second lag between the video and between stream and the. That's what I mean. Yep, okay. Accepting my decision. Press no, and thanks for reading this into part 1, case 1. Watch the cinematic for the opening part of this, and then I'll end it there for this episode / case.
Yes! Well done, Watson!
Holmes, you're playing bowls? Indoors?
Not just any old bowls, Watson. Lawn bowling.
Seriously? With your injury? Oh, no. Mrs. Hudson is going to murder you.
Well, that's it for now. Time to go. Would you care to join me?
You're incorrigible. And where are we going, Holmes?
I'm participating in the final stage of the annual tournament held by the London Archaeological Institute's Bowling Club. It's an official invitation. I'll just need to dress suitably and then we can leave.
Okay, that's where we're gonna end this part, this case, whatever. And continue, let's pick this up next time.